Hello? I was like, why is the Sims music so loud? My volume is all the way up? Why? Anyway, hello. How is it going? I hope everybody is having a great day. Oh my god, there's too many wires here. Why? Anyway, hello. This is... How do you rename a save again? I swear this is broken. Because I can edit one of them and not another one. Hi Luke, how are you? Oh my god. Anyway, I found the save. I want to start a save file. Is it gonna work? No, I'm never gonna finish that. Ever. But we can just build, and then whenever we build something, we put it there, and then we hope for the best. That's the goal. Hello! Also, the brain cell's still free. If anyone wants to get the brain cell, you still can. Anyway, it's good to see you all. What is that? I'm not sure. Lettuce, maybe? Anyway, today is chaos. I don't know how long we're gonna stream for. I'm trying. Is it not working? Oh! That explains it. Okay. Hi, Raindrop. Okay, hold on. Where? There we go. Beautiful. Good job. I wrote it down. Okay. Anyway, today, last stream. We're leaving in like a little bit more than 12 hours. Slay! We're all excited. We're having a great time. We did most of the packing, so that's an upgrade, because in December, I didn't do that. And in December, it was a stressful time, because we just kind of left it until after stream, and it was a bad time. But I think I had school that day as well, so it's fine. We had a busy week then. We do not have a busy week now. We've made it busy. We went to see family. Okay, let me just bulldoze this lot really quick so that I can stop looking at it. Okay. Anyway, this is where I want to put it. Okay, but we went to see my parents yesterday. It was fun. I saw my grandparents as well, which was also fun. We had a little barbecue, which was fun. We got some vegetarian things on the barbecue, which was exciting. What else? Oh my god. At one point, I was wearing the, like, Catsicle Shapes shirt, like, the one with the rainbow on the front and then the patterns on the back. Anyway, I was wearing that shirt. My parents were like, oh my god, you own a business. Let's go. This is your job now. Sell loads of these shirts. And I was like, I'm not gonna sell many more than the ones I've already sold, unless I make new designs, I think. But, you know, I like your enthusiasm. Anyway, I pop in with the shirt on, and then my grandparents come. We're talking about something. My grandma talks for like hours and hours and hours. So at one point, my dad was like, okay, let's go to a completely different topic so that it's over. And then my dad's like, oh, show them your shirt. I'm like, okay. I stand up, I like turn around, show the back of the shirt. I get no reaction. My grandparents are like, what is happening? They're just looking at it confused. And I get it, because it's a weird collection of things. Like, they probably don't know what's going on. Also, I don't think their vision's very good, so fair enough. I don't know if their glasses have been updated recently, so I don't know how good they can see. Anyway, they look at it real confused, and then my dad goes, oh, Lika made it. I've already sat down, because I'm like, thanks. And then and my dad's like, oh yes, she made it. And my grandparents are like, oh, get up, let me look. And I'm like, I just showed you. Anyway, they got really excited after they knew that I made it, so thanks, I guess. But I think they were confused. We had to explain to them why there was a leak on it. We had to be like, that is leak. in English, which is kind of like my name. And then my grandma was like, oh, Heather, is that what you call Lika? And I was like, no, not really. Anyway, funny times. Hi, Scotty, thank you so much for 3 months. Oh my god, that's what I call you. Anyway, hi you two. I didn't say hi to you, but that was funny. I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. Also, my grandma was like, your birthday's on the 7th, right? No, my cousin's birthday's on the 7th. Wrong grandchild, grandma. Anyway, it's fine. I get it. It's confusing. And I think my cousin's not celebrating her birthday on the 7th. She's celebrating it on like the 6th or something. So I guess it makes sense that you mix them up because she knows they're back to back. I just think she's a little confused, but it's fine. We figured it out. Brother and best friend's birthday is the 7th. Oh, let's go. Happy birthday. Almost. Not really. Anyway, I'm gonna be 21 soon. Isn't that exciting? Only reason I remember is my brother's birthday? Oh my god. Well. Oops. Anyway, I've seen Kath got the shirt. I think Scotty got the shirt. So it seems everybody is getting their merch now. So either it's already been shipped or you're getting your first shipping updates, which I find very exciting. My sister is getting hers this week, but she's also traveling this week. So she probably won't actually see it until she comes back from like a week-long trip. So oh well. But it's fine. Mine's in transit, mine will be here today. Oh my god! Fun! Gotta go, love you too, bye! Keep me updated on the shirt. This is important. Anyway, I wanted to build today. I don't know what to build, so we're making a bar. It's a nightclub in Willow Creek. Willow Creek does not give me nightclub vibes. I'm putting a bar instead. I don't know. It seems more fun. We can always change it. I don't know. I haven't fully decided. But let's go look. Also, the lighting's really orange again. I don't know what happened. But it's fine. Also, why is the game not showing? Oh, it's on a different game. Hold on. Tis on Sunhaven. Spotify. No. Okay. There we go. Anyway, at the end of last stream, we had some issues with the internet, so hopefully today there is no issues with the internet, because otherwise I might start crying. I'm joking, but I'm not. Okay. Well, that makes it match. And then I kind of don't know what way to build this is my problem. I think a bar would make the most sense. The bar is like... yeah, okay. What other options do we have? Because I guess we could make literally anything. I mean, university commons and like housing don't make a lot of sense, but recreation center, the lot's too small. I might build a recreation center on like, oh, you can't see it from here, that makes sense. But like, there's a lot somewhere like behind the park, which I don't know where we are compared to those lots. Anyway, the like big lot that's in like the fancy neighborhood with like the 2 massive houses, I could turn that into a recreation center. I haven't decided yet. I was gonna put a museum there, but I find museums very hard to fill, so maybe that's not a good idea. Because if I'm gonna use a 50 by 50 lot, or however big that lot is, I don't think I should be worried about how to fill the building. And a recreation center, you can literally put anything in it, so I don't think I'm worried about that. Okay, now the question is, what do we want this thing to look like? Because I'm not sure. And I tried to look up some reference pictures, but when you look up bar exterior, everything looks ugly. It's all either modern or just like a square. Which is not really the vibes of Willow Creek to me. I would like this vibe, but I don't know how to make that like cozy. Because this is a gym, first of all. That also needs fixing. Anyway, I want to do all of Willow Creek, but of course we need to do it one lot at a time. We cannot expect too much. But now what? I'm trying to look up pictures to see if I can find something I like. Because I think... I mean, I'm just looking at some builds other people have done. I'm not showing you this because I don't know what's gonna come up scrolling through Google. But like, a lot of them are still pretty square, which I guess just makes the most sense. But I don't know. I guess it's just gonna be pretty square, which is fine. Okay, let me see. We want to make it red because it's gonna be lobster themed. So, whatever that means, I have not fully decided yet, but it's gonna be fun. I had a picture I liked before and now I lost it. This is so sad. How am I meant to find it again? Oh, it kind of, okay, I think I forgot it. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, Willow Creek is based on New Orleans. Maybe look for French Quarter New Orleans pictures. Oh, interesting. Got a nice letter today. Get my student loan next month instead of a month after. Oh, let's go! Good news! I'm so happy for you. That's such good news. Okay, hold on. Let me look that up. Okay, wait. I was also looking up like the outside of restaurants because I was like, well, a bar can kind of look like a restaurant, I guess. But I was struggling. Oh, this looks cute. I just don't know how to make the building look nice. But I definitely see how this is Willow Creek. It makes a lot of sense. I see how they're inspired with like these bits. You can see that when you look that up. I think we can work with this. Okay. I think we can do it. Hi Hemi, how are you? My boss apologized yesterday and gave me more shifts I wanted. Let's go! Still quitting soon though? Good. Don't don't let her stop you from quitting because it is chaos. Balconies in front of buildings. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. It looks that way. So I want to try and do that somehow. How? I don't know yet. I'm excited I got T-Swizzle tickets. Let's go! Everybody on Twitter was very upset because apparently Ticketmaster was still bad, which does not surprise me in the slightest. It seems like Ticketmaster and Taylor Swift are not friends ever. And I don't think they ever will be, so it doesn't sound like a good time, but oh well. Nightclub that's originally on lot is a replica of an actual building. Oh, interesting. I like to base stuff on actual buildings, but struggling. I'm still trying tomorrow. Oh my god. Getting tickets tomorrow. Good luck, everybody. I'm crossing my fingers for you. Good luck. What else? Okay, hold on. We're gonna just improvise and see what works and what doesn't work, and if it doesn't work, then we just get rid of it. I think that is probably the best way to go. Okay. So oh my god, that's bigger than I thought it would be. Does that go here? Yes. Okay. That's fine. We can replace the fence later. But it's the thought that counts. See, we've got this. That's a start. Now we just need to make this, you know, better. And then I think I want it to be 2 floors because otherwise it's gonna look so... Oh my god, I'm in a building. It's gonna look really tiny. I don't know what I want it to look like. I don't think I want it to be this big because we really don't need that, to be honest. Duplicate, put this up here. See, now we've got the like balcony thing. I think this might be a little bit too big. So maybe a little bit smaller would be better because we're not gonna have like tables up here. So I think it being too wide would also be okay. And then it looks a little bit less like full. I think that makes more sense. Wembley tickets at my cart today, like good ones, and then it kicked me out. Oh my god, no! That's not good. I saw that on Twitter, I think. Yikes. Bad vibes. Anyway, I wish everybody who is fighting for tickets, I wish you all good luck. I hope it works out for you. Why? This has been happening since the platform update, and it's really upsetting, because that didn't used to be a thing with rounded walls. And then, not the platform update. I don't know. Whenever they added rounded walls, this is broken now. And it's annoying, and it makes me upset. Participated in all Wembley still so far to get a random number generated, and I'm very generous. Oh my god. Tragic. I'm so sorry. It all just looks like a bad time. I'm gonna be honest. I know that this Taylor Swift concert is gonna be worth it once you've got the tickets, but like the whole buying tickets thing is such a mess. I would be giving up right there. I would be tired. The fact that people are in line for like hours and then get nothing, I would be distraught. You would get just me being miserable all the time after that. So good, I have tickets now, but I still want to go to the UK because me and Kath have planned. Let's go! Anyway, oh my god, speaking of Kath. Okay, so Heather decided randomly, like 2 months ago, that we wanted to send a baby, not a real one, like a plastic baby, to England to Kath. Let me get you one. Look, one of these. One of the little plastic ones. Anyway, Heather was like, I want to send one to Kath. Then we went and bought stuff, and then we found Peppa Pig confetti, and we were like, oh my god, this is perfect. Bought Peppa Pig confetti. Put Peppa Pig confetti and a plastic baby in an envelope. We sealed it, put it in a bag to take to the post office. Glitter exploded everywhere. The tape that we used to seal the envelope did not work. We put it in a different envelope, tape it shut completely, and then ship it off to England. And it just arrived today. And I just got a message. Well, Heather and I both got a message in that said, let me find it. Because I forgot that this happened. I didn't fully, but I kind of forgot that, like, it hadn't arrived yet. But I just got a text message that said, you are evil, but I am wheezing. And I went, what did I do? Did I do something I don't remember? And then I get pictures of glitter exploded everywhere. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's my fault. We did cause this mess. So that's on us. Anyway, it was Heather's idea. She's the genius behind... She's the brains behind all of this. But I really enjoy this. I found it quite funny. Anyway, Heather used to have a habit of sending me glitter when she would send me like letters and stuff. I would get glitter and it would be everywhere all the time. Every single envelope and every single card was filled with like just an entire pot of glitter, but like fine glitter. This glitter was big. It's like confetti-ish. I don't know where it is now. Maybe in here. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's like confetti-sized glitter. It's not small glitter. So you can like wipe it off stuff. The glitter that Heather used to send me was like small glitter. Like it would be everywhere and I would not be able to get rid of it. Like 3 months later, I'd still find glitter on my face sometimes and be like, why? How is this still in my room? I don't get it. It's on everything. On just everywhere. It's in the carpet. It's on the walls. Like, I can't do anything. Rock, lobster, bar. Oh, my caps lock is on, so the thing's reversed. Rock, lobster, bar. There we go. And then we want it to be Cozy. I don't know. Oh my god. That made it worse. I don't know. We can pick thought traits later if anyone has any good ideas. I don't know where to start. I like this, the like little window things, but I don't know how to make that look good, to be honest. Let me think. Okay, so my reference image kind of looks like this, but then it might look a little bit better if it looks like that. Just personally. I'm not gonna make it go back this far because that seems like a disaster to furnish, to be honest. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. But now, so this won't have a balcony in the front, but I don't really care. And then, okay, let me think. What I want to do is put like half walls, and then I don't know how tall to make them. Put them here, and then oh, that definitely needs to be taller than that. Oh my god! Ah. Okay, maybe a little lower. I'm indecisive. Send help. Anyway, this is fine, I think. And we put some little roof pieces. Oh, what I need to do actually is make sure that this is what I want, because I'm gonna have to put some stuff on the roof so that I can put the, I don't know what it's called, the freeze things on the roof. Because I think this part is fine. I just don't know if I want that part to be as far back as it's going right now. Because I guess we could like wrap around this whole balcony thing, and then it could be quite a bit smaller in the back. I don't know, that is an option, possibly. Hold on. Let's think about it. We're gonna improvise just a tiny bit. We get this one. Put it here. Anyway, I'm quite excited. Oh my god, oops. I'm excited to go to England. It's gonna be so fun. The weather currently looks like a lot of rain, which, you know, it is England, so that's fine and understandable. But, you know, we were expecting sun. But to be honest, I'm totally fine with it raining because we're like upstairs. We're sleeping. If it was a heat wave, which Heather had last year when she went, and I didn't come with because I had my internship, I think she would have died. Also, I would rather not die in heat, so I'm actually okay with it being a little bit colder. I'm sad it's gonna rain, but that might clear up still, because it was meant to rain like loads last week. We were meant to get like loads of storms. It did not rain that much. It was like a little bit rainy, but it wasn't like as bad as I expected it to be. So I'm not like super worried. It might still rain loads, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll have a good time though. It's gonna be really fun. We can spend time with Heather's family, and then Robin's birthday's on Thursday. Oh, I already did that. What am I doing then? Questionable. But Robin's birthday's on Thursday, so we'll get there right before the birthday, which is also really fun because birthdays are exciting. Okay, that works. And then we get to have a nice time and chill. And Heather's sister will still be in school, so we'll have like a week to do whatever we want, and then we have some time to hang out with Heather's family. And then we'll say hi to Kath on the way home. It's gonna be great, and I'm excited. So I will not be streaming for a while, but I think that that's okay. I'm hoping I'll be able to stream the horse pack at least once, but I don't want to have high expectations because I don't know how good the internet is, and we don't really have a desk at the moment in the room we're staying in, but obviously that is not like a permanent thing. Like, that doesn't mean that there is no possibility of a desk ever. So I guess we don't know yet what's gonna happen, but we'll find out, and it's gonna be fun either way, and we're gonna have a great time. Oh my god, why? But we're gonna have a great time, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited. I want, like... Oh, this one comes in red. Oh, that works for the lobster theme. Hold on. It's, like, very red. But that is kind of what we wanted, right? So... if we're making it lobster-inspired, maybe it should be red? I'm undecided so far. But we can always change it, so it's fine. Oh, there's also this, which is interesting. The color red is nice, but do we want this? I don't know. It also looks a little spiky, like it might hurt somebody, which for lobster vibes might not be the worst thing. I'm unsure. This could be fine. It's very red. It's very red. I don't know. Okay. See, but this red is now different than that red. Okay, hold on. I want red things, but I don't want it to be, like, too bad. I still want it to be nice, because this is not just a meme build, is the problem. So I still want it to be, like, red, but in, like, a good way. Like, we're doing red, but nicely, which this, honestly, could work for. But that red is not the same color, so then we're automatically leaving behind whatever this freeze situation is. Which might be a good idea, because it's a choice, but, you know. Yeah, I think we should get rid of it. I like it, but I think it's a bad idea. Oh, we have, like... Is that red? There's also this, but that is not what I want. But that's also not right. Like, that's not the right color either. So should it just be white and then have the walls be red? I don't know. Because see, we have this. So if we want it to be red, it can be red, and it will be red. But is that too far? I think... with the red building next to it, yes. Yes, too far. But the building next to it, I don't think we'll keep it red. If this building's red, this one can't be red, because it will be too much. I like the idea of having it be brick, but is that bad? Yes. It's a little ugly. I think it's just because it's so much, but maybe when we put windows on it, it will be better? I don't know. We can just keep trying stuff out. Interesting. Okay, these are an option. We also just have red. Or this. That's not it. Or just a red stick. Are these not the same? Oh, they're just slightly different colors. We have this one, which does match the freeze trim thing. But is it what we want? Then there's this one, which matches the vibes that Willow Creek currently has. But I don't think I have ever wanted to use these. That's not red, that's brown. Like, I don't know if I like that much. But it does match very well with the fence we chose. But I don't know if that's like a good thing. There's also this, but I think that's just ugly. I think that some of them might be too red. That's just wrong. I think I might like this one the most just for being a little bit more simple. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. See, this is fine, I think. The red, some of it might have to go already. Eating snacks I stole from work right now. Let's go, as you should. Take everything you can from that place before you leave. Please. Do it for all of us. This building is gonna get in my way so much. I'm so unhappy about it. I'll be looking while I'm zooming around cleaning. Let's go. We're building a lobster-inspired bar. Why is it lobster-inspired? I don't know. It just kind of happened to be that way. So it's gonna be red, but I'm trying to figure out what is too much red. What is happening right now, I think, is too much red. But it's a work in progress. So don't be mean to it yet. But this is the last day before we go to England, so I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing today, which apparently is this. A lobster cafe thing. I just wanted to build a community lot, to be honest. And then, you know, England prep includes lobster bars. Exactly, you get it. You understand. See, is that weird? It does not match the style I was going for, but I like the idea of there being a little dormer up there. I think it would be cute. Also, I think the roof needs to be taller, because I think it looks like a silly hat, and not like a nice silly hat. If we make it taller, is that better? It's hard to tell. I don't know. Anyway, I've been thinking about how long all the trains are a lot, and actually they're not that bad. They're like long, but we've got quite a few trains, and all of them are not that bad individually. It's mostly just adding them all together that makes it long, but like, to be honest, the longest train is 2 hours, which is really not bad. So we're gonna be fine. We're gonna have a good time. See, I think that is like too tall. But this is like not tall enough. So I don't know. And don't add them together. Follow me for more life hacks. Yeah. Anyway, I agree. Trains are fine when you have a seat. And we have a seat on every single train. Except the first one, because it's just like a basic Dutch train. Which they don't have planned seating. But every other train we've got a seat for. So we're gonna be absolutely fine. And then, but my sister's got a bunch of trains that she's taking, and she doesn't have any seats. And she's got a 7-hour train through like Germany or something. And she doesn't have a seat booked on it because you can't book a seat. And I'm like, oh my god, bestie, what if you don't get to sit? What are you gonna do if you don't get to sit? Are you gonna stand for all of those hours? Why? Anyway, weird. I don't know if I like this either. Because I think that looks really silly. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it needs to be lower, but like not too much lower, just like a tiny bit. Back when I traveled on train twice a week, I rarely had a seat. It just sat on the floor. Oh my god. Well, that's also an option. I was, when I did my internship, if I didn't have a seat, because sometimes there would be a lot of, like, people from the airport and stuff, I would just sit on the stairs. Because Dutch trains have, like, 2 floors. At least the ones that I'm on. They're, like, double-decker trains. So, like, you may as well. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this? Oh, wait. Hold on. That's interesting. Let me just... We don't need red for floors. What if I just... What if we just make this a room? And then... Because what I could do, right? Now it's a little off, but what I could do is put a frieze on here. I don't think you can see it because the roof is too tall. Why it's not working? Please? Because if we make it about this tall, then... See, we can put like a frieze on top. Which, I like how that looks. But like a taller wall might be better. Like that high? Oh, not... Wrong room. This one. Like then we've got a slightly taller roof. I think that's okay. Anyway. Set on the spot where you can put baby carrying things. If there was none there. If not, I just sat on the stairs. Oh my god. Well, 80% of the time double-decker started. Oh, interesting. Anyway, double-decker trains are fun. Give us double-decker trains. You've got double-decker buses. Where's the double-decker trains? Weird. Why do you get buses and not trains? That's odd. I love our double-decker trains, but apparently the new model of the trains are not double-deckers, and I'm like, this is silly behavior, because now there's going to be less people that can fit on these trains, as if it's not already always busy. We have way too many people taking trains all the time. If you want people to take trains for, like, you know, health of the planet purposes, don't make it impossible for people to get train seats, because no one's going to want to do that on their way to work if they can't sit. It's so annoying. Anyway. Buggy, pushcart, pram, or like a stroller. I don't know. There's many words. Also, pushcart, to me, sounds like a shopping cart in a supermarket. A push chair, by the way. That did not say pushcart. I can't read. Still, push chair. I don't know how I feel about that. Just the fact that it says push feels odd. Do I want this roof to be black? I think I want it to be black. But sometimes the black roof gets kind of ugly. Then I, like, is that roof better? Because it's less black? Like, I don't know. I hate that color. Because it's not really black. I'm indecisive. But we know this about me, so no one can be surprised by it. We're gonna spend the entire day just on the outside. I'm not gonna get anything done on the inside. Please be expecting nothing else. Never heard anyone say stroller here. Oh, fair enough. Well, it's weird. Everyone calls things different things in different places. I feel like we might need like a half wall or some kind of fence on top of this, because this flat roof business is not my vibes. I don't like it. What I do like, where is she? There's like a little one. This one. I like how this one looks, because it's like a little bit shorter. I think that's cute. And then I would prefer to put it on this as well, but it would be too low which is sad because that just doesn't look that good, to be honest. So we'll keep it like this. And then for the vibes, we can do, oh, I ruined it. We can do it like that. Take this one in so that you can't see that anymore. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Nice. And that's that done. Except I don't like this brick. I don't like how red this is, but I want it to be red. But now it's not a good red. Make an outdoor dance floor there? Oh my god. Oh no. That sounds like a disaster. I'm undecided on the red, and I don't know where to put the red in a way where it's less ugly. Because I think maybe this is a bad decision. But I can't decide. Let's see. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for one of the fences, but I don't remember which one. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know. I was looking for something and now I don't remember. It definitely isn't this. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. This comes in red. It's exactly what we wanted. I also would prefer one that has a matching railing, but I guess it doesn't need to be red. I mean, see, here's the thing, because technically we've got some nice red in Strangerville. Like this is not actually that ugly. Like that is like a nice red, right? But if we do the red fence, we absolutely cannot do the red wall behind it. It's a bad idea. I'm good, thank you. I'm traveling tomorrow, so I'm excited. See, we also have this, which is a choice, which, you know, that's definitely red. Again, definitely can't do the red wall behind it. But I don't know if I want to prioritize the red walls and then do white fencing, or if I want to prioritize the red fencing and then do lighter walls, like different walls. Maybe what I should be doing is focusing on red walls instead. And then not trying to make everything else red. May I ask, where is Hetero? Hetero is at the table. I don't know what she's doing. Watching TikToks, maybe? She dancing. Anyway, there she is. She is alive. I don't like the columns anymore. We have to change them. I also want to add spandrels for the, like, vibes. Anyway, what packs have you got? Loads of them. I don't know. I should honestly start remembering which packs I don't have, because it would be easier. But we've got, like, the big expansions and then most of the game packs. And then some of the stuff packs are missing. Didn't hear your beautiful voice. I thought you were somewhere else. Oh my god. Well, she's here. Don't worry. She's not missing. She's just hiding away in peace. Which is valid. I get it. Maybe the column should be white. I don't know. Heather, do you have opinions? Okay. It's been a day of a lot. The apartment is a mess right now, and I don't want to talk about it. It's amazing. Wish I could build something like that. Thank you. I'm working on it. It needs some more work. I don't like this, but I don't know what else to put. Because I want it to be red, but I feel like everything red I add means that I can't have the red walls, and the red walls are kind of the best part. So then do I make this white? Oh my god, no. But like, if I make this white, then the only thing that's red is the building, which is also boring. And what's lobster about it then? So I don't know. But it's a little bit less hard to look at this way. Except now it's super white, which is also like a kind of a lot. I don't know. Maybe we need some more simple looking fences. This is me going through every single option I have because I am bad at making decisions. I should use this fence. Not here, but like it belongs in like a garden or a park or something. In my opinion. I like this fence, which comes in red and white. But I think we need to go a little bit more simple. Like maybe just one of the plain base game fences is a good idea. I just don't know which one. Columns, feet being white works well, and then the building being red. Okay, we can do that. I have to leave them, but I love you, bye! Thanks for being here. See, that's fine. I don't know, it's just plain, but maybe that's better. Oh, why is that? Okay. It's like, why is that happening? But I fixed it. Let's see. I like that on the roof still, so I want to keep that. But maybe not this part. And then we can add some interesting columns somewhere. Also, which fence goes with this? Because, I mean, we could keep this just for the vibes. My fingers just taking over. Oh my god. I didn't set a fence. I need my brain cells back so bad. Oh no. Your brain is fried. Empty. There is nothing left. It happens to the best of us. Every once in a while. What's your big noise? Okay. I like the idea of these columns, but I don't know if they're too big. Oh, I put that in the wrong place. Because these are nice, but if I put too many of these, I think it will get too busy. So I don't know. But like, it's pretty. I don't know. I think it's okay. You woke up dreaming in Dutch? You didn't tell me that. You should tell me when you dream in Dutch. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of fun. I think I mostly dream in English now. I don't think anything in my brain happens in Dutch anymore. Unless I'm making it. I don't know. It's weird. Because sometimes people are like, when you think, do you do that in Dutch or English? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of like, I don't really think about it. It just happens, and mostly it's English. Same with like counting. I usually count in English in my head, which I don't know if that's making things harder for myself or not. The French Court of New Orleans vibe, it's beautiful. Thank you. That was the reference images that we got, so I'm happy that you got that out of it. But I appreciate it. I don't really think, yeah, that's fair. I get it. Me neither. Okay, which door do we use? Because we have university door options. This one is nice, but it's quite simple. Then I do like it though. It could go in the back or the front or both. Then we also have this one, which might be just not the vibe. Because it kind of looks like a front door too much to me. Now what? I think that's the best option. I don't know. I like this one. There's also the other university door, the like big one, but I kind of want to save that for one of the other buildings, like the library maybe, because I don't think that gold is really what I want for this one. And now we have more space for windows on this one, so I think it's okay. I don't think in Dutch by choice, but sometimes I do by accident if I've been using it all day. I think that makes sense. Sometimes your brain just does confusing things that you were not expecting it to do, like think in a different language. It happens. These windows are nice, but then they're taller than the door, which maybe not on this wall. They could go here though. Like that could be okay. Ever in the shower or something, I forget to use your main thoughts to start thinking in the background. What does that mean? What does thinking in the background mean? Like they're thoughts you're not thinking about? I feel like this is not an experience I understand. Tune in randomly like, oh, what are you on about? Oh. So I guess thoughts you're not really paying attention to then, I guess. That makes sense. I do think I have that actually sometimes. That does feel like a very shower thing though. Because I feel like in the shower your brain will literally just make up whatever it wants. Because those thoughts think in Dutch. Oh, that's interesting though. I like these windows and they're not too tall. But they still fit on the tall walls very nicely. And then they have shutters, which I enjoy. Oh, we don't have red shutters? They just come in fully red? Oh, that's a flop. Never mind. Let's look what the red window options are. I don't think we need anything to be red, because we've got a lot of red options for everything else already, but that's fine. I'm reading and my eyes are following the words, but my brain is elsewhere. Oh, I do that. I don't know how that works, because I will be reading, and I'm like, I know that I just scanned the whole page. How do I not remember reading it at all? Because I know that I'm reading, but it's not reading very well. Brain is empty. Bees in my head or whatever the meme was. Yes, that one. Bees in my head. There's also this window, but it looks so silly on this big place. I mean, I guess there could be like a window like that there. Like in the hole here. But I'm not like super excited about that, so I don't think so. And then there's these, which are nice, but I don't think they match the style that well. Like that's nice, but it doesn't work that well. These windows are fun, but I don't know. Where are they? It's these. Because these match with the vibes, but they're not like my favorite. Like this is not my favorite thing. It matches with the base game stuff, so that's nice. And then I guess, because then it would just look like this, which is a little bit boring. So I don't know. Also, does City Living have like the skinnier version of this, or did I make that up? Because we have this, and then I don't know. Do we have like a single version of it? I swear there was City Living. There was a window in City Living that matches perfectly with base game, but maybe not. I don't know. City Living. See? The single window is not base game. Why? That doesn't make any sense. One is singing a song, one is making siren noises, one is talking French. Oh my god. The chaos. Please don't go to England, even if you're geographically closer to me. You will feel further away. What will I do without your streams? Well, I'm not sure. There is a very long backlog on the VODs channel if you're willing to watch streams from a long time ago, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend, because I wouldn't say they're always good. But, you know, they exist. Fun! But there's a lot of streams you probably haven't seen if you're craving more of me for some reason. I feel like I need to think about the floor plan before I do all of the windows, and I don't know where to start. I don't go to bars, so I don't know what goes on in here. And I also don't know what I want to go on in here. Because we have a few options. Like, we need music, we need a TV, and then we need other stuff. We could also... I thought this always... Oh, it's a lounge that needs music. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I thought this needed music, but it's the lounge, not the bar. It's fine. Go back to the beginning of the VOD channel and catch up on the lore. Oh my god, not the beginning. Also, there's not that much lore. I feel like most of the chaotic stuff, like the meme things, have been happening recently. Not that long ago. I don't think there's a lot of stuff. I don't even know what the first public VOD is. I think it might be a let's play that I did on Twitch because someone was like, do you post these somewhere? Because I'm gonna miss it. And I was like, I will now. And then I started posting them. So thank you to the random person from a Simsy raid who got desperate for more for some reason. Because that's the reason we have a VOD channel now. Following you for a while, only watching since St. Jude this year. Well, we're happy you're here. Can't believe it took you that long. I'm joking. Okay, what if we put toilets like in the back somewhere? I've been watching like a 24/7 for a while, unlike most of you. Always watching. She's always watching. Be afraid. 'Cause I am. What is a good bar toilet? I think the kind of messy ones. Oh, I need to turn on move objects. bb.move objects. And then, help. I need to put lights in here, because I don't know why I'm building in the dark. I have absolutely no reason to do that. Boink. And then put some here. Anyway. This is fine. Also, everybody tell me your favorite songs, because I feel like I need to make a playlist of music to download. Oh, we can even put some, like, scratched stuff on the toilet stalls. Fun! Anyway, I don't know which songs to put in my playlist for the trains tomorrow. And I need help. The community playlist, my dear. Oh, but that's got a lot of stuff in it. There is a playlist you can add to somewhere. But here's the thing. Once we did that cooking stream, and then anyone could add whatever it is, and half of it is like Peppa Pig music. Yeah, I'm sorry. Heather has completely overplayed the 1975 for someone who is like a casual listener. I cannot do any more. Adding every 1975 song ever. Yay. Anyway, I have no hatred towards the 1975, but I have listened to so much of it that now I'm like, can we just play something else? We can make a new one. What music do you like? Many things. I like a lot of like pop music, indie music. I don't know. I feel like I was once better at describing it when I was on Twitter. Serious music only? No, you can add whatever you want, I guess. Add your favorite songs, and then anything you think that I will enjoy. In whatever way you want. I don't like that there's a hole here. But I don't think I have a choice. So I guess it will just be that way. I could put the toilets in like the middle. Then I can decide what size I want them to be, but I don't really care. I need help. Okay. Let's think about this. I want sinks. I feel like we need low counters. Football blog's making me want to write my own music blog, but I don't want nobody to read it. You can write it for your own joy. It's kind of fun. I had my eras of writing stuff as a like 14-year-old and then deleting it all when someone read it and I was like, never mind, actually this is upsetting. I want no one to do that ever again. But you can just write it for yourself and it can be fine. Oh Oh, why is that there? I didn't mean that. But it's fun to write stuff for yourself sometimes. It's exciting. You can just make stuff for you and no one else has to see it. I want red. We need red. I don't know why I'm looking at all the other options when obviously red should be the only option. Oh, but the outer corners of this are real ugly. Do I want that? No thanks. Wrote fanfic in English when I barely knew English. Nothing cringier than that. Fanfic is like the worst of it all. It's quite horrifying to read that back. Oh, that works. That's fine. It's not- it's kind of weird, but I'll take it. I wrote fanfic of Colleen Ballinger! Oh! That aged really well. Posted loads of notes. I don't want to lose her. Oh my god. I get it. When you were younger, like yesterday. Oh my god. Yikes. Well. Anyway, I hope no one is writing Colleen Ballinger fanfiction in this time. I feel like we're kind of past that now. Probably shouldn't. Didn't know who Colleen Ballinger was until I watched her stream last week. Oh my god. I mean, it seems like that's a really good thing. You weren't really missing out, so. I want this mirror, but it's not big enough. Unless I just put 2 sinks, but then not good. And then this is also not big enough, and it also looks just a little silly. Oh, this is red. Not a good red. That red's better. We get red. I could even do it like this. But then you have a lot of... Oh, and it's also clipping. Never mind. We'll keep it like this. This is fine. I was in group chat with her when I was a kid. It's late! Anyway. Heather was looking through it the other day. It doesn't seem like anything weird was said. But, you know. Maybe the whole idea of it alone was already weird. Anyway. This should be another lesson, once again, to all the people on the internet. To not make stupid decisions. And to not talk to your fans in weird ways. Why does this keep happening? It's weird and confusing. And no one knows why it keeps happening, but YouTubers seem to not get this. Oh my god. Anyway, the amount of YouTubers that are like exposed for all the bad stuff they've done, I'm like, oh my god. Is it that hard to just behave like a normal person and not abuse your powers? Silly behavior. You can't say I was just young when you were like 25. Also, the lighting's really bad. Hello? Still bad. Didn't fix anything. It's fine. Ever want Legion of fans ready to defend your honor at a moment's notice? That sounds... Honestly, here's the thing, right? People who, like, believe in you and believe in your stuff is great. But people who, like, won't believe that you could possibly ever do anything wrong, that's where it becomes a little bit more concerning. Where, like, if people make a mistake, everybody's like, no, but she would never do that. And, like, yeah, but maybe you should listen first to what is going on. Anyway. Also, hi Nell, how are you? Told me, oh my god. No, nothing bad happened. It's so kind of scary to think it could have. Yeah, yikes. Anyway, I don't think I have met anybody weird, so slay. Good job me. I don't think I know a lot of internet weirdos personally. Don't think I've spoken to any, so That's good news. Dad's doctor was a serial killer. Yay! He's alive though, so that's good. Anyway, that's also a yikes. Why does this happen? No one knows, but it's odd. What do you even do when you find out something like that? You're just kind of like, oh, okay, great. Well, we can have red planter boxes on the things. Okay. We can have some like flowers on the walls. We can do that. That's cute. This looks so ugly. Oh no, but he only killed woman patients. Oh. Sounds like a terrible person. Yeah. In this day and age. God, serial killer and a misogynist? This guy keeps getting worse. I know. What's next? I don't like these windows, but I don't know what to put in place of them. Is the problem. I think they're like not the vibe. But then do I want this instead? I don't know. It's not giving bar. But I don't really know what does make me feel like it's a bar, you know? So I'm unsure. I bet he didn't even recycle. Yeah. I can't believe it. In this climate, how could you? Stupid. I want a little cute little roof thing, but none of these are working how I want them to, because like this is cute, but is it what we want? No. Okay, let me, can it go there and still look cute? Or is this, oh, we have a colors problem. Well, the white's fine. The placement of it is not good yet. Maybe here? I think that's fine. But now it looks too low! Oh my god. Can I alt place on here? Yes. Okay. Like there, maybe? Maybe that's fine. I don't know. We need to turn the builds for your shell challenge. I forgot it existed. I need to write that down somewhere for me to see when I get back. Tor your shell Tore your shell, you suck. A little note to myself for when I return. Thanks for reminding me. I apologize that I keep forgetting. That's my bad. I don't know what is happening in my brain. The problem is I never finished my shellfish. Oh my god. Heather is loving this. Also, oh my god, another thing. The best part about the baby that we sent to Kath was it lost its arm. Like, in the post, its arm fell off. It fully snapped off of its body. So not only was there a baby in the envelope, it was an armless baby. It had one arm just like vibing in the air and the other one loose in the envelope. What did they do to the baby? How did this happen? Anyway, that was a horrifying thing. I was like, what? Anyway, baby lost an arm in the mail somehow. I guess we'll never know what happened. But it was a little concerning. Horrors of the mail system? I know. It's a little horrifying. Okay, this is, for some reason, cannot be any taller. Which makes me not want to put these columns. Because that is weird. Okay, that's fine. We can put the columns on this bit. Just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Nah. What if it was a real baby? Shipping would have been expensive. I mean, yeah. Definitely. That would have been the worst part. Not the bad, expensive shipping. Okay, now the question is, what do we want to make the floor? Because I like the idea of it being wooden, but I don't know what color. Because that doesn't look good. Like... Oh, why is that happening? Oh no. Okay, well if we're doing it like that, then I'm doing it like this. Which is just confusing, but I'll take it. But I think it needs to be a different color. Is white, like, ugly? I don't know. I feel like white is, like, a bad decision. Because it's very white. I don't know. Leak, you can ignore, you're on the clock. Okay, are you sure? If you need my opinion, I have loads of them. Thank you. I have many opinions all the time about many things, so I hope that that's helpful. Okay, let me just put this here, and then we go upstairs, do the same thing. I really, see, the upstairs, of course that one works, and the downstairs is the one where the floor wants to be weird, but it's fine. I heard that song by the Velvet Underground about the guy who mailed himself to his girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm too nosy. Why would you tell me that there's a message waiting for opinions and that I am not included because I am working hard? Now I want to know what it's about because I have FOMO. Why? Oh my god, oops. I should probably save, to be honest. Okay. We continue. You can check, I didn't want to bother you. I know. I know that I'm still welcome to read it. Don't worry. Okay. Is that... I don't know what's silly and what looks good. Because I'm a little bit of a loser. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. I'm struggling with the idea of what this would look like in real life. I also think it needs to be moved back a lot. But a bar? Would a bar have tables outside? I don't know. Someone give me opinions.
You have a smoking bag on.
Oh, that could be in the back then. Doesn't need to be in the front. It just looks so much cuter if it's in the front. Because, like, restaurants and stuff have them in the front.
Look, whoops, there you go.
Okay, well, we'll put them in the front just for the vibes because it will look cuter.
Think about the one in my nose.
Which one? Oh. Yeah, I know what you mean. Ignore me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. You've been very helpful. I think this is back too far now. Hold on. I think this is better. It's like kind of in between. Tables outside so you can smoke and isn't allowed indoors. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. There we go. I think this is okay. Oh, I wanted to add this and then I never did. But which ones? Because I think these are kind of boring. These are too fancy. See, but university doesn't come with any, which is sad. This one is plain and looks like it's not big enough. Maybe just that one is fine. Like it's kind of interesting, but not too interesting. Which sometimes is the way to go. I think this works. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, I like that. I still don't know how I feel about this roof section, but I'm just hoping that everything will come together as I keep placing more things. Which I think will probably be fine. Like, I think that will work how I want it to. Doesn't City Living come with like a tree plant box thing? We could use that if the tree matches this one. A tree in a box. It's such a small tree though. I feel like I can do better than that. Somehow. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, which trees do we want? That should be our first thought. Because I'm not... Maybe like... Oh, but these are big. But these are the ones that are like across the street. These like tree holder boxy things, they're in debug. I don't know where is the problem. Because if I knew where they were, I would be just fishing them out of debug right now. But I am not so sure. But like we could put 2 of these. Like over on this side. And then we could put some like bikes by it. Because I'm Dutch and I have to put bikes. Because what's the point if there's no bikes? That's how people get somewhere. See, now we have some trees. Which I think will help. Okay, hold on. BB dot show hidden objects. BB dot show live edit objects. There we go. Make tree holders with a really, really low fence. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I would like it to be like closer to the tree. Debug. Oh, I'm not. Did I save? No, I didn't. I should save. Maybe I did save, but now I'm not sure. And I'm worrying. Okay. Okay, I'm being nosy and I'm reading the messages because I want to be part of it. FOMO taking over. I know I failed. I had to read it. Anyway, I gave a useless reply that said, oh. So, you know, obviously I'm here giving just great helpful messages, but I am reading and I'm trying my best. What is that? What is this? I can't even see it because it's either too big or too small and I'm thinking it's gonna be too big. That looks like, I don't know, a bridge maybe. All of these things could be anything. Nothing that's in debug makes sense. These things all are just large. Gnome. Mailbox. That goes 2 ways. Useless things. Okay. Base game is where this will be. Let's find out. My opinion is that whatever you should do, unless it's bad, then you should definitely not do it. Yeah. Do the thing unless it's a bad thing, and then don't do the thing. I wish that things in debug had names, but they do not. See, some things do, but how are you meant to know if you're looking for something that's got a name or not? Because these are all just debug. But this is a fork. We've got a little house that kind of looks like a little witch house. We got a little lamp thing. A toothbrush! Okay, well, we've made it. We have this. I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff out of... We can use these in between the trees for the bikes. Ooh, I like these. But these are like the lamps we have here. So then... Is it silly to put them closer? Yes. But they're cute though. I like that. Okay, and then do we want, like, do we have fire hydrants nearby? There's one over there. So I guess that wouldn't be that close. I found it! I almost missed it, but I found it. What is that? Is it a mailbox? Yes. Well, we don't need that. See, cute! Okay. We have one here. And one here. Oh, that makes me very happy. Look at this! Wow, we put a tree in there. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Cute! Okay, this makes me happy. Thank you for that debug. That looks so cute. Beautiful. Lobster bar? Yes. I don't know how to explain that. Just, we're building a bar and it's lobster themed. That's, I wore a lobster costume once. And now, lobsters, I guess. I played Just Dance in a lobster costume and now I'm just lobster. I guess. This is just my life now. Now we've made it her entire identity. Yeah, exactly. I can't get rid of it now. This is just who I am. Fursona. Oh. Interesting. I like these little fences. Can I do something with this? Debug gets me too excited. Once I'm in debug, you're never gonna see me again. This is not good. We could like... Okay, I have an idea. This might be a bad idea and it might not work at all. But I have an idea. But like sometimes... Okay, so that already doesn't work. Like... No, I was like you could like fence off where the tables are, but it doesn't work. Not a good idea. Currently making a save file. Let's go. This is the first build for a potential save file. So we can do it together. But I hope it's going well. This fence looks so nice in debug and so ugly out of debug. I'm hurt. Why would they do that to me? Banners. Is there anything fun in here that I can use? Part of a wall, but not really. I did a BuzzFeed quiz and only fan art I've received as a drawing of me if I was a fish. Oh. Nice. They have over 20 builds. Let's go. I've started a save file. I started one during COVID. Like, just for myself, because I didn't stream back then. But that didn't really... Like, I just put in a bunch of random builds. It was not very cohesive. And also, I just put builds in random worlds, and I don't think that was the way to go about it, because nothing ever looks finished. So I want to attempt to just do Willow Creek first. I don't know if we'll stay with that idea. But we'll see. Wait, I just remembered something. I don't know if this is what we want, but universities got like fines, which might make this the cozier vibes that we want. Many more less ago and bouncing around. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It is fun to switch up build styles, which is why I was switching a lot, because like you're gonna get bored if you're building the same style of house a lot. At least if you're doing like a bunch of them. Like in the same neighborhood and stuff. They're just gonna look kind of similar. See, this is what I want! Oh god. Wrong keys. But like, look, we've got little cozy flowers on the walls. They're also on the windows. But that's fine. Okay, they're slightly too close into the walls, I think. Because they're covering the windows. Okay. See, that's fun! Does it fully make sense? No, but does it ever? No, so who cares? Okay, that does not fit. This also doesn't fit. There is more. Okay, see? Oh, this could go like here. Okay, I have my thoughts. Is that weird? I can't tell what's weird and what looks good. I like the one in the middle. I don't know how I feel about the other ones yet. Makes I'm getting some from the gallery as well. Oh, I mean, to be honest, I think that's the better way to do it, because sometimes you just don't want to build something. If you don't want to build a certain lot, may as well use someone else's build. I had a save for a while where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fill this with a bunch of builds I like so that I always have like a good community lot to go to and a good house to move into. But I never finished it. I just kind of start these ideas and then they never go anywhere. But we're doing our best. My save, my rules. Exactly. That's how it should be. It's your save, you can decide what to do with it. Okay, so I need to be stopped, actually, because I will never stop. I wish this was like slightly lower, but now that I've put it there, I'm like, okay, I can easily lower it. It's like, is this gonna be a problem? But that's actually not as big of a deal as I thought it would be. I could build a little bit on the train, but I've noticed that trying to take out a laptop on a train is kind of a problem because my laptop's pretty big. So it kind of gets in the way. Okay, well, let's continue building normal things instead of debug. Before I get oh god, now everything looks like this. Look at the little kids' drawings from school. That's cute. And the marriage certificates. Wow. I never realized there were different swatches of the marriage certificate. I've never looked at them all. Now everything is filled with everything. It's a mess. Trying to laptop on train doesn't work well unless you got one of the big table seats. Yeah. I tried. The first time we went on the Eurostar, I was like, I'm gonna build. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna like do so many builds on the train. You're sat like this. And then my laptop is too big to open it properly. Like it goes straight up, but I can't like tilt it back. So then I feel like I can't see the screen and I'm like, this is not that fun. Because I'm not comfy. I get too claustrophobic and then the fun is over. I need to still be comfortable or I'm going to cry. I remember the first time we went on the Eurostar, I had my coat on my like lap or legs or something, I don't know. And I didn't realize, like I didn't think about it because it had been there the whole time and I was like, I don't have space, I'm getting overwhelmed. And Heather was like, just take the, just hang the coat on the hook on the wall. And I was like, oh, you're so right. Why didn't I think of that? So, oops. Got a big brain. How many tables do we need? Like 4 or 5 maybe. And then we need some little chairs. Anyway. Heather is good at making sure I don't have a breakdown over things that don't deserve having a breakdown over. I went on a train I was gonna build too. I was getting embarrassed at the thought of people seeing my laptop screen. Oh, I don't feel that anymore. The only moment where I felt that was once I was on my way to school and I was like, I'm gonna edit a YouTube video. And then I was like, I don't think I can do that because I cannot deal with the idea of someone looking at me and watching me edit my own face. No. If it was a video of just The Sims, maybe. But me talking with The Sims, if anyone looks at that and goes, are you a Sims YouTuber? I might cry. Out of just pure embarrassment. So I decided against it. And I decided not to do that, and I just left the editing for a different day. Because that is not what I want in my life. Why is that? Stop it. Anyway. I enjoy The Sims. I'm willing to play The Sims, but I do not want anyone to look at my stuff and be like, have I seen, like, could I find this person's stuff? If they hunt me down, I will start crying. I don't need that in my life. Do I want more trees on this side? I don't think so, because then it's gonna get too even, which I think would be a problem. I don't know, this might be okay. And then I need to put some bikes over here. So embarrassed about what I do. I literally mute and minimize your stream when my girlfriend walks into the room. She likes Sims. She would like it here more than I do. What's wrong with me? You should be sharing. How could you? You should share. Share the joy of lobster. We have a red bike. See, now we have new bikes. We also have kids' bikes. I feel like crying right now. Oh no, what happened? Are you okay? Is this... It's so hard to tell when they're like in the right place and when they're not in the right place. That one's got flames on it. I like that one. I don't think I should be putting too many kids' bikes actually, because it's... I don't think there'll be that many kids here. So we don't really need the kids' bikes. I love this one though. Not a kid's bike, but it's a cute bike. Hit my knee on a table. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm sending good vibes for the knee. It's got like a pattern on the side and stuff gets stuck in it. And every once in a while I'm like, my fingers are feeling things about, like there's like fluff in it and it's gross. And tomorrow's so excited. Oh, should we vlog it? You wanna make a vlog?
Not in front of me.
No. We can make silly little vlogs. I can put it on TikTok. A private TikTok. I have a second TikTok account. I could make one private and just put whatever we want on it. Vlog the whole trip so we don't miss you both too much. Maybe I'll make a private TikTok and then I can just accept people that I trust on it. Please, Clog. Live tweet it on Snapchat. Tweet on Snapchat. Bye stream, I'm leaving now. Have super fun. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Now this space is so empty. I don't know. Undecided. Anyway, I'd love to make silly little videos on TikTok. That would be funny, I think. I think it would be entertaining. Because I do have 2 TikTok accounts. I'm not logged into both anymore. But there is a more Catsicle account out there somewhere. I could rename it to Lobster Leak if it lets me. This is a thought I have. Do I want to do something about it right now? This is my problem. Once I have a thought, I can't let it go until I act on it. Now I'm like, I need to change the account. We need to do this. This is very important. Okay. I think this looks fine. Do I eat food now or later? What time is it now? If it's like, I don't know what time zone you're in, but here it's like 8:40 p.m. So in that case, eat food now because it's gonna be late soon. And then it's gonna be too late. So, but I don't know. 2:40 p.m. See, then have you had lunch? If not, eat lunch now. Hello. How are you? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I was gonna say something and then I forgot, but I don't know what to put inside. Is it not a lunch break? Oh. Then go eat now. I would say. If you've not eaten yet, then you should definitely eat. Because otherwise... When would you eat? Okay, we need bar items. I don't know what goes in a bar except for literally a bar. A bar and tables. What else? Which bar do we use is the problem, because I'm indecisive. I like the bars with like a top to it, because I think it looks fun. But I don't know if this bar is like the vibe here. Because I don't know what we're going for on the inside. Still lobster, somehow? Whatever that means. Okay. We need... This floor, they added it to the base game and I haven't used it. And I kind of want to. But like... I don't know. Oh, now the floor's fixed. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to use it, actually. We can use this one, because that's the same we've used outside. I'm indecisive. I don't know what to do. I just like the details of the wood floors. Never play Sims without cheat codes. What a confession. I'm calling 911. That's terrible. I can't believe it. I also cheat a lot, to be honest. I've got multiple mods in the game right now. If not for cheats, then what's the point? The Sims is more fun when you let yourself go crazy. Cheater! Everybody shame. If you cheat, you're a bad person. I'm joking. Oh my god. Is 911 the same phone number in Canada? I feel like... My brain says yes, but I don't know. Yeah, we have 911. Okay. I'm a genius. Ready for monster break in 7 days? Oh god. See, I will not be home in 7 days when the pack comes out, which I am very sad about. How dare they do a massive pack thing when I'm not even home? What am I meant to do about that? Nothing! Anyway. I'm excited for the pack. Less excited for my things to break, but I probably won't notice for a while. I don't like this bar. Actually, I will pick a different one. But, different games. No patience to wait. Oh, that's fair. Where are the bars? Here. Patches in 7 days, 9 is the pack. I'm so excited. I just want little goats in my game. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not a horse girl, personally. So horses for me are not that important. Like, I don't know. They're not the most valuable part of the pack. But the little goats, the moment I saw them, I melted inside. So I feel like that is very important for me. And I need them, and I need them now. I want mini goats, please. I love them so much already. And I'm very excited to see what it's like to play with the little goats. I hope you get to do some fun stuff with them. It looks like you can train them or something. Like I've seen, it looks like they can do tricks and stuff, which I am just very happy about. That sounds like a good thing. Like that sounds like good vibes. Which is what we need. Okay, what if I don't know how to lay this out. Maybe I need to look up like bar interior design. I need to look up, oh my god, these are real fancy. Whoa. This is all really, really extra. For why? Oh my god. Well, Google's got loads of ideas for what a bar should look like. Okay, one thing they do have, which I do find kind of fun, and I'm kind of jealous of, is like, oh my god, that's not what I meant to do at all. But like, okay, wait. The bathroom can die. We can put it upstairs. I think that for now, this wall might have to leave. Oh, can't find object. Why? What does that mean? Get rid of the stairs too while we're at it. Okay, we're by bathroom. The stuff can stay for now while I'm deciding on how this is gonna work. Okay, so they have like a bar in the middle and then stuff around it. But like, okay, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna try to do it. Okay, do we have... We don't have a counter that matches this, do we? Because this one doesn't match. Oh, well, it kind of does. Okay, maybe it's fine. See? Okay, this color is obviously wrong. It's this one. But like, okay, do we... When I... Are you getting my vision? So we want this, and then we get another bar. Oh. We put it over here. And then it's like in the middle. Thoughts? Feelings? Like all the way around? Yeah. Okay, this, you need to go, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Anyway, what are we thinking?
That's
I like that, thank you.
But then we had like... And then shelves in the middle.
What do you mean? You had it like all the way around? Or like...
Yeah.
The problem is we need to somehow find a spot for everybody to still get in.
Yeah, you leave like gaps.
Yeah. Just don't know where to put them yet. Okay. I was trying to put it on a tile, but it's still not on a tile. Okay. This is not fully centered. No, it is with that wall. Okay, we're fine. I'm just being picky about where everything goes. And then this here. This goes here. Whee! And then I think we'll not put a bar on this side. We can just put some counters. And then we can put something in the middle. Whatever that is, we'll see what they have. I don't know yet. Okay, turn the grids off because they're ugly. And then this, and we get these pieces. And we go like this. And then, and then I don't know. Because that is too small. Okay, thoughts. Thoughts and feelings. That looks okay. That's fine. I think this is okay. It's not centered, but that's just not how it's gonna work. So it's fine. It's kind of giving Christmas. What's giving Christmas? Also, where am I gonna put the stairs now? We'll have to see. I don't know. Bar items. Because what I wanted, we have like... Oh my god. This is such a fun item. That with like the bar inside of it is so fun. Schedule for my save. Oh, let's go. See, I meant this thing. But if we put this like in the back. Okay, hold on. We need some kind of wall in the middle. If I... Hold on. I have a question. If I do this, can everything still be used? I don't think so if I put stuff on the walls. So maybe not. Okay. We might have to think about it a little bit and improvise. I have to head off now, but I hope you have a wonderful time in England. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We'll have a great time. Hopefully I'll be able to say hi to you at least a few times while in England. We'll find a way to, like, have some fun. I don't know. Like, play games or something. Why am I doing this as if that's gonna, like... That's not how The Sims works! I can't look over the edges! Okay. Seek is that? Okay. Anyway, that's embarrassing. You can't look over the edges by leaning over the screen! I'm there. Where? England. I'm not going to the south. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not in the south. Gross. See, this is fun, and then we just build like a little tower. We just stack one up on each of them. Does it come in a little bit better color? I mean, I guess it's red right now, so that's like the best one. I just... Because we're gonna stack up another one and there's no wall in between. So we're improvising. Because I know it's low down. But we can do it like this. Oh, that's not in the right place. Boo! Okay, here. Slightly. There. See, that's... It's a tower of bottles. I don't know if I like the color of this, but that's something we can worry about later. I also like this thing. I want to put that somewhere. Okay. Almost done with Semi-Shuno. Let's go! That's good. I love doing the apartments, but I never actually finished the big ones. There's so many apartments that are just too large, and then I get bored. Because I really enjoy doing the outside. It's Be Real? Oh my god. Wait. Why is it always Be Real while I'm streaming? I'm busy. Do you want to say hi, or should I just show my Sims game? Maybe I'll show my Sims game. I want to show off my build. Oh, but now you're all saying hi. Now I feel bad. What if I put in both of you? No, that doesn't work. Say hi. Don't let us say hi then. No, I did let you say hi. Oh my god. Okay, I messed up. I hate that my phone vibrates when it's at 30 seconds. I'm like, oh no, I get stressed. Okay, see, this is fine. I'm just exposing the setup, but that's fine. Who's got me on Be Real? You can look at my OBS. I just wanted to show off that I'm playing Sims. Just downloading rooms because I'm slightly lazy. That's fine. As long as you're having fun, then it's fine. It's like, what am I doing? But I'm still holding this thing. Okay, that can go here. Can I add your Be Real? Yes. That's fine. Make community playlist yet? No. You can do it if you want. Just make a playlist and then make it like, I don't know, click on the 3 dots somewhere and then people can add stuff to it. I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest. God. Okay. See, now we've got a tower. I don't think it needs to be any taller than this or it's gonna get a little crazy. See, that's fine. It, like, probably doesn't reach the ceiling, but I don't think it needs to. I think this is okay. Because that's kind of fun. Now the question is, does this come in, like, a better color? I mean, to be honest, like that is fine. I think that looks okay. fun. And then it's a bit brighter so that it's not too dark. It's kind of fun that it's dark inside, but maybe it's a little bit better if it's a little bit lighter. I'm scared for my Sims. Oh no, why? Did you put them in like a terrible place? What did you do? Why should we be scared for your Sims? Are you putting death traps everywhere? What is it? No Sims in game yet? Oh, interesting. I love making Sims, but for like save files and stuff, but then once I run out of ideas, or sometimes I have an idea for a Sim and then the outfits I put on, like the options we have are not good enough. And then everything is ruined. I'm like, well, what was the point of all of this? If I can't even find the right outfit, there is no point. No one is having fun anymore. I don't know which bar stools to use, because these are not the vibe. These could be, but the wood swatch is not right. This one kind of matches, but then the metal is wrong. This one doesn't match. I don't know why I even clicked on that. These ones, the vibe is good. The color, not so much. See, they have a one with a red stool, but we might have to change the color then of the other ones. Okay, let's think about this. Because I like the idea of having some more red in here, because I've not been paying attention to it all being red. Anyway, I like this so far. See, because that, if we do it like, oh god, sorry, wrong color. If we do it like this, that kind of matches. So that's okay, in my opinion. And then change these. Change this one. And change this one. Beautiful! Okay, that's okay. One of my builds is terrifying? What's terrifying about it? Oh my god. That's the question. What makes a build terrifying? I feel like I've built a good amount of builds that are like death trap vibes. Back to work, bye! Bye! Have fun! I hope you have a great time at work. Good luck, bestie. Now what? I wanted to put like little sofas with like tables. The thing is, I don't have dine out, so we can't put like tables that slot onto like sofa seats. It's massive. Oh no. I'm not very good at building very big builds because I love building big builds. The problem is I will never finish them. They will never ever be done because it takes 17 years and I do not have that kind of patience. I used to be good at it, but if you don't sit and like do it for like hours at a time, you're just never gonna get it done. Like there's no chance. It's just, there's no chance. I love these, but I don't know if this is the vibes here. I should look for red stuff, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because if I'm not looking for red, then are we really doing what I was trying to accomplish here? Give me 4 days for a 64 by 64? Oh god. I've not attempted a 64 by 64 lot in a very long time. I don't know if I've ever finished a 64 by 64, to be honest. I built a castle once, and I never completed it because I was like, this is way too much. What is that? Oh. But like, 64 by 64 is a lot. I don't have that kind of patience. I am like bored by then. Because you have to place so many items. I don't want to do that. Like that's fun for a little bit. Until you are like uninspired and you've placed the same object 20 times and it's like, please, just get me out of here. I don't want to do it. But definitely get faster as you build though, which is good. If you've been building a lot, it gets easier. See, we can definitely use this table places. I don't super love it. Like maybe the wooden one is better because they have, I don't know what pack it's from, but they have like a tall. We also have these, which is cute. And then, oh, it's from University. Okay, well that makes sense. That's where the bar stools are from. These are not the same color. Why? Does it come in the same color? Sort of. Why doesn't it come in the same with like the dark line on it? Oh, that's really upsetting. Why would they do that? I'm hurt. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Anyway, to be honest, I said to be honest and then forgot what I was gonna say. That's tragic. Oh no. I could, if I put this here and then put another one here, can all of the bar stools still be accessed? And then I'll move it away from the window probably for like vibes. Anyway, I wish I was still in the like time of my life where I would just build 3 different builds in a day, but I cannot do that anymore. I don't have it in me to build that much. I think I have learned maybe The Sims is better when you don't play it for 7 hours straight for 3 months, because it actually leaves you to be able to enjoy it again when you pick it up later, because you're not like, I've done all of this already 200 times. Because I think I overplayed The Sims a little bit for a while, and then I was just over it. But now I think I found like a peaceful medium kind of Sims playing, where like I can play quite a lot of Sims but still enjoy it. I don't know. I think when I'm playing a lot of Sims on stream, I should stay off of the Sims off stream so that I don't get like bored while I'm not streaming. Also, the light color in here desperately needs to be changed because this is not the vibe. It's so bright in here and it just doesn't work. But I don't want to take a sim here because it's going to take too long for everything to load and I'm not in the mood. I want coats on the wall. But where is it? It's a base game item. I should just look by that. Because now I've got all the items in here. It's kind of a lot. Okay. See, if we had an entryway, it would be a lot easier to do this, but we do not. Because then I would be able to, like, make a little corner for all the stuff. But we don't have that here. Base game really does not have that much stuff when you've had all the packs. Because I'm scrolling for, like, what feels like a year every time I'm looking for anything. At least when you've just got the base game, you can just, like, find everything. So that's good. A lot of things have a red swatch, actually. That works very well. Now what? I want to put more tables. We also need to put, like, TVs on the walls. I think maybe here and then on the other side. Not TVs don't go in the kitchen. Like this one, maybe? That could be a bar TV. Bars have TVs just like everywhere. Just, why not? And then you all watch football together. Yeah. These TVs, they always have sports on them, and I never care. Unless it's like, I don't know, figure skating or something, because that looks fun. But I'm not like a sports person all too much, to be honest. Oh my god, Strangerville plant in the corner of the room. It's exactly what I was looking for. We could put like one of these, maybe. Why is my throat dry? Oh my god! Hi, Maggie! Thank you so much for the raid! How are you? Oh my god, I hope you had a good stream. Good to see you. I hope you had a great time. Were you playing Animal Crossing? I feel like I saw the stream notification said Animal Crossing, but I saw it like a minute ago, so I didn't fully pay attention. But I hope you had fun. I hope you had a great time. Let me know how it went. Oh my god. Oh, maybe I should save. Anyway, we are building in The Sims today. It is chaos. Why? Because it's lobster inspired. So far, it's just slightly red. So it's not too lobster inspired, but it is a little bit. Playing Animal Crossing? Nice! I hope you had fun. I was watching you play Animal Crossing on Sunday, and I was like, I want to play Animal Crossing now. So maybe I'll play Animal Crossing tomorrow. Because I'm getting on a train tomorrow to go to England, and we're gonna be on trains for a while, so may as well catch up on my villagers that I haven't spoken to since New Year's, I think. Oops. I think I have not spoken to my Animal Crossing villagers since the last time we were in England, which is not very nice of me. I don't need this many tables. Trying to finish my museum is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actively played for summer. So I don't think I even have any summer bugs or anything. I also do not do good at fishing. I did a lot of fishing and catching bugs when I first got the game, and then I got too excited about like villagers, and I just spent a lot of time villager hunting and decorating, and that was it. A lot of the things that are like kind of the actual goal of Animal Crossing, I have not done yet. Because I don't know. I don't actually know. I just haven't. And we've had the game for over a year now, so I should probably figure it out. But Animal Crossing is fun. I just don't know how to get back into it, so I feel like I need to get excited about it and then it will be fun. But I'm glad you had a good stream, I hope. Oh, also, if you need to like go do something, go do your things. Have a good rest of your day. But thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. I don't know what to put here. I was gonna put like, okay, so my vision. Let me make it in an ugly way. Okay, so what I wanted was like this, right? You get the idea. Like that. Oh, no. And then put like a little table in between. I don't know if we even have space for that, so that might be a flop anyway. Because I don't think you can sit like this. But we can move this back, so it's fine. See, that is the idea. But I can't decide on any of the furniture I want to put in here. So I'm undecided. Because I don't think any of the red sofas are giving what I wanted them to. Like, none of these are good. We have this, that's boring. We have this, that's weird. This one? I don't know. I don't like it. And then this one is too extra. Some of them are just too big. Like this one, a little extra, also a little big. This one is too long. I think two is, like, too wide is the better way. But, like, I don't know. I feel like none of them look cozy enough. Or they look too cozy. I don't know what that means. But it's not working. I love this one, by the way. This is from, I don't even know. Is this from the books kit that came out? I love it so much. I think it's so cute. This is like my favorite one now. It looks so nice. And it fits in so many builds. It makes me happy. See, this is the shape I want. Where like the backs fit nicely together. But I don't want it to be this. I don't think that works in here. Let's think. I don't know. Because this one also has like a flat back. Is this the same as this one? Kind of. They're weirdly similar. I just feel like this one's so boring. Like it might be a little bit too plain. Which is sad. Can I like scoot them closer together? This is fine. I don't know. Maybe these are fine. Just the basic base game ones. I think it's okay. I might need to move that one back actually. That was a bad idea. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, let's put this here. Scoot these back. Oh, I need to place all of this because this is upsetting. Because now that one's in front of the curtains. And this one's not. Can we fit a table in here? I think we should. In my head, we should be able to. This is clipping. Okay, I think that's fixed. I don't even think it's clipping. I think it's just because you can slightly see through it. It looks weird. I don't know. We need like a brown table, so we don't need it to be red, so we can turn off this. I've not used that one, but I don't think it's what I want. I don't think the university pack is gonna have something that matches. Oh, we have this. I haven't used this yet, so I forgot it existed, but does it come in a color that's like the same as this? There's a lot of different things going on in here. I don't know if this matches or not. But like that color is kind of fine. But I don't think this looks too close together. Can Sims use this? I don't think so. Maybe? I need to just bring a sim here, I think. And then we can try it. Because we also need to change the color of the lights. Yes. I haven't put toilets in. Oops. Oops. Okay. I can put my sim in. The only sim I've placed so far— oh, I need to put some stuff in the back. It looks really ugly from the map so far. The only sim who's here is me. So I guess we can visit. Visit with me and not with the cats. The kitties are here though. And they're very happy about it. At least they better be. We saw the cats yesterday when we went to my parents' house. When we got there, Coco was very excited, very cuddly. It was very hot. She like laid under my legs in the shadows and it was very nice. She was very cozy. And then she ran off and we never saw her again. I'm joking. She like reappeared a few times, but she just goes on adventures in the garden, to be honest. She knows that she can go explore, she will. Oh, it's thunderstorming? Oh, that's nice. Great. Can you sit? Let's find out if you can sit down. Move. Please don't be scared. Oh, you can sit. Okay, it's a little tight, but I'm fine with that. And then, did we need to test anything else? They can't go upstairs yet, so that's a problem. Oh, we need to do the lights. That's it. Okay. Color and intensity, all lights, red. Oh, not like this. That's cute. It's like cozy. Okay. I think that's okay. Okay. Save. It's a struggle, but it's fine. Okay. And then we'll go back into build mode because it will have better lighting, I think, because it's storming apparently. So that's kind of sad. I think I'll probably get off stream in like 15 minutes maybe, because we have some packing left to do and I need to pack up the camera so that I can possibly stream and like pack up my laptop and stuff. Also, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. But I've got some packing up to do and it's important that I actually do it because we're leaving in the morning and I don't know how early we exactly need to leave the house, but it's too early to leave anything until morning time, so I need to actually do my stuff. Which is sad, but it's fine. Why is that like this? Huh? Sims, we are not friends. Why are you doing that? It was fine a minute ago. I know that. I also, don't let me forget, I need to put stairs in here. Otherwise, the top floor is just a void of imagination. We will never know what's up there. I mean, this could work, maybe. It's a bit of an odd spot for stairs, but it would make sense on why there's no bar stools over here. I guess. And it uses up that corner. We could put a back door over here then. And then, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing in the back, but... Oh, there's no stairs. Not my problem. We can think about that later. And then... we need more coats. Let's see. Put this here. Oh, what we could do. Don't we have from Cottage Living? I think. We've gotten so many expansion packs recently. What the hell? Why? Not that I'm complaining, but like, weren't all of the last packs expansion packs? And kits. We have had a lot of kits. But we had, the last game pack was werewolves. Right? And that was a year ago. So since then we've had expansion packs and kits only. Is that right? Does that make sense? Yes. Because paranormal stuff is from ages ago. I don't think we're ever gonna see a stuff pack again. I'm so sad. The paranormal was such a good pack. And I didn't even care about paranormal stuff. It just has good things in it. I want more stuff packs, please. Yay. Please. I don't think we're gonna get them. They got kits and now they don't care about stuff packs anymore, it seems. We could put this railing, but it does not come in the same color brown, which doesn't matter because the lighting's bad anyway, but it matters to me. Also, what if someone changes the color of the lighting and then you can see it and everybody cries? That's fine. Okay. This is still a little odd, but I don't think I care right now. Also, I guess we could put the toilet back in here now, because the toilet used to be here. I guess now I really have no reason to not have it just be here, because I don't have any purpose for that corner yet, and it lines up nicely with the stairs. The question is, does it fit like this or was it one out? Because that I'm not sure of. Toilets. I could always put them on like one wall like this if it doesn't fit, but that seems fine to me. We can just have 4. There's like awkward space on both sides, but that's better than having them have awkward space on just one side, I think. I can't see which color this is. Is this white or like a cream color? Because I don't know if one of them is like grayish. Because I don't know what these look like in normal lights. But this looks fine to me. I also need a door somewhere. Let's see. I just remembered a story. Once I was in Canada. And then I got stuck in a bathroom somewhere and I had to like fight my way out. The door got stuck. I had to like shove it closed, which was already a first warning sign that I probably shouldn't go into that bathroom stall. But it was like just like a room with toilets in it, so you didn't have like a little stall. But I like pulled the door closed very aggressively. Or like, I don't know. pushed it closed. I don't know how it went. Because I think I had to pull it to open it. So I guess I don't know. I shoved it to close it. Anyway, I unlocked the door. The lock's unlocked. The door is not moving. So I'm like, oh god. I'm trapped in here and I'm going to die. So I'm somewhat panicked, trying to fight my way out. Thank you for the follow. But I'm like stressing, hoping I can get my way out, hoping that if I don't fight my way out, that my family's gonna worry about me because I've been in there for quite a few minutes now and, you know, I really don't need to be at the toilet for that long. Thank you for the follow. But I was like panicked and then I think I had one foot against like, how do I explain it? Like this part of the toilet, like so that I wouldn't slip backwards. And then I had my other leg like against the wall next to the door and I was just pulling with my full body weight. Just hoping for the best. And I ended up getting the door open. I'm here. I'm alive. But that was very stressful. And then I got back to my family and they weren't even like concerned for why I had been gone for a while. And I was like, either I wasn't actually gone for that long and it just felt very long to me, or they just don't care that I'm missing. Anyway, I like to think that it just felt longer in my head and that's why they didn't notice, but you know, we'll never know. Who knows? Maybe my parents just forgot. They didn't realize someone was missing at the table. We will never know, but that was traumatic. It was funny though. See, now I can laugh about it, but at the moment I was like near tears. I was like, please, I cannot be stuck in this bathroom. This is really embarrassing. Send help. But we made it out, so everything is okay. We have two red options. One with black, one with white. But which one is the better one? I guess the white one, because the toilets are white. That makes sense. Here. Anyway. I already have a fear of toilets. I would be crying so hard. Oh my god. I feel like I've gotten stuck in toilets a few times, but never like that long. So when I got stuck for a little bit too long, I did panic. I was like, oh, uh-oh. All of those times where I thought I was stuck, it's really happening this time. And now I'm really stuck and I don't know how to get out. But we live. I'm excited to listen to the playlist on the train tomorrow. Oh my god, is everybody adding songs? Is it good? I should add some too. Oh. Happy hiccups. Every single time you hiccup, I feel like I need to say something. Like, bless you or something, but that's not how that works. So then what do I say? So then my brain goes happy hiccups every single time, even though that doesn't mean anything. But if you hear Heather hiccuping in the background, that is what my brain is thinking. There is nothing going on in my head except chaos. And then we need a bin somewhere. To me, it makes sense for it to be here. We need this, and then it's from Get to Work. Put some things on the walls. I want to put soap as well, but I guess that's going on the other side then. Because we don't have space in between mirrors anymore. That's fine. And then we could put a plant in the corner, because there was a plant in the corner before, which will be nice. Okay, do we want this plant, or should I just put back the plants I had? I like this one, and I think it comes in a red pot too. No, but it comes in pink. The blue one's fine. The thing is, we have this one, it's too big for that corner. And then there's the like tall, skinny one, which was what was in the bathroom, which I for some reason cannot find anymore. Hello? It's like the base game, very basic, super simple, really not that exciting. kind of ugly, but we use it all anyway. This one. This plant is kind of weird, but we're all happily using it in every single build ever. I think just because it's tall, and like tall plants are kind of what you want. Because they fill up space the best. I like it. Do we need anything in the bathroom? Like on the walls? I don't think so. I guess what we could do is put mirrors on the wall, but we are gonna have a lot of mirrors in here. That way. But like, we could get these mirrors. Put them over here. And then, you know, when you're bored in the bathroom waiting for your friend, you have a mirror to stare into. It feels like a very bathroom thing to just have a mirror, so it's fine. I don't think it needs anything else exciting on the walls. I want it to have something fun on the walls though. Or we put tile and then it gets more exciting. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. See, if we put some fun tile. We have this one, which isn't like super fun, but is there any red tile? I mean, definitely, but is it like acceptable? Oh, this is... That could be fun. I don't know if that's the red I would pick, but... Oh, it's red. Okay, no, that works. The like trim at the top is kind of like a fun little funky accent. I quite like that actually. That works for me. This red kind of clashes now, so maybe we should change it. I don't know. But, oh well. Is anyone doing anything exciting for the next few days? Because I would love to hear about it. This wall looks blue, but it's not blue, it's white, I think. So I don't know. It needs something here. Because I'm bored of this wall. It looks plain. Funnily enough, I'm going to the UK. That's crazy! Me too! I can't believe it, Heather. Wow. Oh, I've not put a single... what is it? There's not a single stereo in here, so there's no music. That's... Oh, wait, actually, that's music. Never mind, I'm a liar. I'm a liar! Maybe we'll see each other when you're there! Oh my god, I know, right? Crazy. I can't believe this. Maybe we'll run into each other. Okay, this wall also needs some windows. I just don't know where to put them, because I don't know what's going on this wall. I feel like putting more of this is what makes the most sense, but I don't know. Because this wall just looks boring right now. The middle is so well lit because of these things lighting up. And the rest is so much darker. I'll finish exams after 4 days? Oh, let's go! Good job! It'll be so nice for exams to be over. I'm so happy I did not have any exams this year. I had like fully finished my uni exams, and I'm so grateful that I don't have to do them anymore, because exams are not a good time. I'm very happy that they're over, because I do not want to do more exams. Ever. Got a good grade on my last exam. I know! You did so good! I'm so proud of you. But Heather had a very stressful exam on Friday, and she did incredible. Everybody be so proud. If you're not so proud, what are you doing? Because you should be so proud. But she did great! Close to graduation now. Let's go! I have a whole year left, and I'm not excited about it because it doesn't sound like it's gonna be really fun, to be honest. Why do I think it doesn't sound fun? Because the people who told me about what the year was gonna be like told me it wasn't necessarily fun, and I shouldn't necessarily be excited for it, but it also wasn't terrible, which is just a bad way to describe something. If you say it's not terrible, I'm not expecting anything good. Why would you say that? You know? I don't understand. Anyway, that's not the way to, you know, get a bunch of bored, annoyed uni students excited to do their last year. We're excited for it to be almost over, but God. Exams for a month? Oh no. What a time. I am so sorry. Well, it's good that they'll be almost done now, though. You can finally relax once it's over. I hope so, at least. I hope you get to, like, take some time off, do whatever you want. You have a nice, long summer. Could put another window, to be honest. I don't know if they're, like, weirdly spaced now. Like, they kind of are. But I don't know if I care. That looks weird. I should care. If I don't care, I really should be caring. This looks silly. Okay, what if I... See, but now it's... Oh, okay, hold on. We're moving all the windows over. I do not care. All of them are coming with me. Okay. So then I can move this. Perfect. Are we free finally? Let's go! Did I go back and study again, but idea of having to do essays and exam again is not for me. Yeah. Part of me is like, I don't know if I'm ready to go and work full-time after next year, so like maybe I want to study more, but I'm like, oh god. I don't want to study more? Like, that is a lot. How long have you been playing Sims? As in like, years? Or just today? 'Cause years? When was The Sims free that one time? Like 2018 or something? I don't know. There was one time where The Sims was free for a day or a week or something. And then I got it, which I'm guessing was about 2018. So that's like 5 years ago. So that would mean 5 years. If you're asking today, then about 2.5 hours. Life's not fun. Why can't I just be a silly little guy? Exactly. I agree. Why can't we all just be silly little people living our silly little lives, doing whatever we want? But no, we have to like make money and know things and have skills and talents. Playing Sims since The Sims 2 back in the day? Oh my god. I did not play the older Sims games. I played them at my friend's house, but I never played them on like my own computer or something at like my house, because my parents never really like cared about video games, so I just, if it wasn't a mobile game, which I mean technically The Sims 3 had a mobile version, but it was paid for, so I played a lot of The Sims free play, which is fun. I've been playing The Sims free play for the past few days, and it's honestly really nostalgic in like the worst and the best way. Like, everything about The Sims free play is kind of terrible, but also it's kind of fun. Like, I'm having a good time. It's like actually kind of surprising how fun it is. But I have The Sims 2, I have The Sims 3. I just haven't really played them much. Because, you know, I started with The Sims 4, so then it's kind of hard to go backwards. Because I don't have the, like, nostalgia factor. Being silly, guys. Like The Sims, oh my god. What a life. I wish we could all just be Sims. You'd have no thoughts. Except, maybe I don't want to be a Sim. I feel like as a Sim, you're kind of trapped to be murdered or live like a, you know, I don't know. I guess it depends on which Simmer and which day they're having. Because if you're a Sim, you could either end up in like the happiest family, living a long, happy life, or you end up with someone who's playing the most murderous, violent game you've ever played. And everybody's like drowning, being trapped everywhere. Thank you for the follow. Hi, good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. But The Sims could go many ways. I think I don't want to be a Sim. The idea of it sounds good because you don't have to have any thoughts, but in reality, I think it would end up terrible for all of us. I don't know what to put on this wall. Someone help me. I want to have this vibe, but I want to make it bigger because there's so much space. So I want to just add stuff to it. I just don't know what to add. See, if we find more stuff, this would be fine. It's just, right now, this looks a little silly. But I can see that too, don't worry. I'm trying to find stuff to fill the holes that we have. Because we have this, which also fits. And then I guess we'd leave it that color. The Sims is a nightmare for me. I love to design the dream house. The houses in The Sims are great. I will say that. I would love to be able to, like... See, in my head, I love the idea of architecture, right? Like interior design and all that kind of stuff. Sounds really exciting, but I think in real life, I would actually not be very good at it. I don't think I can make sense of it. Because in The Sims, it's like, can Sims technically walk there and do they have all the things they need to have their needs met? That's not how real life works, so I don't think in real life I would actually be that good at this. But that's okay. Because in The Sims, I can be an architect and an interior designer and I can have a great time. So then it's fine. I think it's given me false hopes for how good I would be in real life. In real life it's easier, is it? I once went to like a open day thing for interior design. I got really excited about it, but then I realized maybe I'm just excited because it's the first ever creative school thing I've ever seen. I didn't realize I could do something fun in school. So then I decided not to do it because it seemed kind of complicated. Now what do we do upstairs? I was so excited about the downstairs because it looks really nice, and now I don't know what to do upstairs. But like, I'm really proud of how the downstairs looks. I think this is fun. The upstairs, I guess we could put like arcade games and stuff. Let's think about this, because we have quite a lot of games, tables and things. We have like, I mean, we have like literally games. We have darts, which I think, which I think feels like something that would be in here. We have like not pool table, this thing. We have ping pong table. We have a bowling alley. Yay! No, I don't think so. Oh my god. Final science and engineer to make sure the house doesn't fall off. Oh my god. Yeah, we need to pack soon, I know. I'm not gonna finish the upstairs. I'm just gonna put some stuff here for future me. Because I don't think I should start the upstairs because I will never stop. This is just for future me. Like, this is what I want up here. And then maybe like some music. I don't know. Let me just put some reminders. This thing. Okay. Okay, I think this will be what we're doing for today. I think this will be it. So, let me just take this screenshot. Hold on. Cute! See, it looks pretty cute. I'm happy how this is looking right now. It's a little not lobster themed, but I don't think there's any lobster items in The Sims. So I think it would be hard to make it genuinely lobster themed. I think that was a little bit ambitious. But you know, I think the idea of it being lobster themed is fun. Because we can still call it the lobster bar. Because if I put in lobster, do we get anything? No. Crab, maybe? Crab?
Is this thickness from the back?
Oh, we have a crab. What? Crabby claw sign. That's definitely what I said. Also, we could check for the. This is. Oh, crabby bottom. Okay. We could look at the wall stickers, yeah. Hold on. We can still not filter by which kit is which is really annoying. But, see, because we have the, like, under the sea themed stuff.
No crab.
No crab. There's a cat brushing its teeth, but no crab. Aww. I really like these. Aww. Fish. Do we need fish on the wall? Not really.
That's lobster.
This?
Yeah.
That's a lobster? Ta-da. Amazing. Okay. Well, I think that's where we'll leave it today. Okay, let me save and exit. Okay. So, now I'm saying goodbye to streaming for like, I don't know, possibly 3 weeks, possibly a little bit less. Because I'm going away for 3 weeks. Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. But I'm going on holiday for about 3 weeks. The Sims pack is coming out in that time, so I want to try and say hi to Twitch and be like, please, I want to play The Sims, but I don't know what's gonna happen, so I cannot promise anything. I would like to, but I cannot. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. This was fun. I love building. Building is so much fun. I used to build all the time, and I kind of stopped, but I think recently I'm getting more into like, maybe I can enjoy building again. So I'm having a good time. So thank you so much for being here. We're gonna find somebody to raid. And then I will see you all. Not tomorrow, but very soon, hopefully. I'll see you all. Everybody will, oh, the Discord link's already there. Hee thanks, Moobot. But I'll be on Discord. I said I might make a TikTok and like post some updates on there. I have a TikTok, but not one I like post on very often. But it will be fun. We'll find something to do. It'll be a good time. Someone's building a farmhouse in The Sims. That's interesting. Why does Candidly Kayla's title just say, "Come torture my mods"? I don't know, but I'm intrigued. What does that mean? Explain? Oh, I have ads. I guess we'll never know. Shh. Stop. Okay. Anyway, I guess we'll never know. Because I have ads, so I can't see. Are you an artist? I draw sometimes. I made merch. Wait, look. Hehe. I made merch and I drew this stuff that goes on the merch. I would show you the shirts, but I packed them already. Unfortunately, they're already packed into my things, so I can't do anything about it anymore. Is it crowd control? Whoa. I think Candidly Kayla is doing crowd control, where you can torture her mods? Question mark? I don't know what's going on, but it seems interesting and I'm intrigued. So I want to know what's going on. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you all hopefully very soon. Let me get the raid messages. Sub raid. Here they are if you want to join us. So, I had a great time. I really liked building. It was a really fun build. I really hope we can continue building and like try and do an actual save file. We're never gonna finish it. There's way too many worlds in this game now. Because we keep getting more. We've gotten like 3 more in like the past year. Maybe even more than that. And we're gonna get another one in like a week. So I don't think we're ever gonna run out of lots to build on, but that's a good thing. It's fine. They make worlds faster than we can build. That's okay. At least we'll have new things to look at all the time. So thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. Goodbye!